Hi, welcome to Boekenhoutskloof. My name is Gottfried Mocker and I am part of the winemaking team here. This is really a wonderful part of the Franschhoek Valley, really tucked up here in the mountains. So let me go and show you around. Alright, so this is the crush area. This is where we do the vinification. So the alcoholic fermentation takes place here. This is the area that we only use for 3 months of the year. You see that we ferment all our grapes and make the wines in these concrete fermenters. Concrete is important to us because at Boekenhoutskloof we really embrace spontaneous fermentations. It's really just classic traditional winemaking methods that we do in this area. These are the original open fermenters of Boekenhoutskloof. They were actually built in 1893. The original Boekenhoutskloof homestead was an old pioneer's home. It was built in 1779. We still use these fermenters today. Here we kind of follow a bit more traditional concept of winemaking where we still do the traditional pigeage or the punch down. In this part of the winery we age our Semillons. Boekenhoutskloof have been working with concrete eggs already since early 2000s. And we've been working already since 1997 with old vine Semillon. Some of you don't know, but Franschhoek is really the home to old vine Semillon. And Boekenhoutskloof is very fortunate that we work with one of the oldest vineyards in South Africa. It was actually planted in 1902. It's a real honor working with these old vines in Franschhoek. This is our maturation cellar, and people always ask me why do we use these big formats. Basically, Syrah is a variety that's quite easy to manipulate, and we don't want to polish Syrah that much. We want to maintain a lot of the tension and the purity and create a very site-specific style of Syrah, and that is why we actually use these big formats. All right, so you see that we have quite a beautiful numbering system in our winery. It's actually all done by hand. We didn't miss number 13. It's not there with a reason. Because we believe it brings bad luck into a winery. This part of the winery was finished in 2017. It's about 60% underground, really just to maintain a high humidity, low temperature, very energy efficient. And when we changed to this new maturation area, we decided to go with the OXO 2 system. It's the newest OXO line at the moment, the only one of its kind in South Africa. Also the biggest unit in the southern hemisphere, so we're quite proud of it. And what it does actually, I guess you can look at it a bit like an inline type of wine system where we don't actually move the barrels, we actually do the filling, the racking, stacking, aging, everything happens in place. Yeah, so it's a real unique system and it's obviously lots of fun to work with. I'm going to explain you a little bit about our wines and what we do. This is not everything that we do at the moment, but obviously our premium wine is the Boekenhoutskloof range. With these wines, I think what is always very interesting is that we have these 7 chairs on the front label, and here we really celebrate the Cape Beech tree. There used to be quite a lot in this part of the Boerhoek. You know, they were quite sought after, they were greatly prized for making these classic Cape Dutch furniture and really just to kind of embrace and celebrate those craftsmen and the skills of the 18th century. So the Porcupine Ridge consists of Sauvignon, Syrah, Cabernet, Rosé, usually successful and just a really, really classic wine. Obviously named after the crested porcupine, and then chocolate block. I don't have to say too much about chocolate block. You know, real stuff of legend. And then you can't have your chocolate block if you don't have the wolf trap, named after the discovery of the old wolf trap here on the farm, and just a real classic gastronomic style of red, and just doing very well. Fantastic. Thanks.